Dancing is all about consenting adults. You being the most important consenting adult, okay? Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Porcelain, and today we're going to get right into it. We're talking about boundaries. Have you ever been in a situation with a customer who's either overly demanding or overly touchy? I've been in the game for like 6 years now, so I know I definitely have. I've come across many of them, okay? Maybe you're trying to close a sale on a customer and they're already being really touchy-feely on you, touching you in places you really don't want, and on top of that, they're not like asking you for consent or paying up with some compensation. Or you could already be giving a customer you've been focused on a dance, and then all of a sudden he acts out of line. Like he changes into somebody else and he really like just crosses the line. No matter like what the situation is, I feel like I really have the solution, and if you're willing to watch this video all the way through, you will be equipped with some vital tools that will help you in the club, whatever you do. This advice can help out any type of sex worker. So I'll be honest, the reason I decided to jump on here and make this video is because recently I watched 2 different dancer vlogs, and they both had complained about basically being assaulted. I just felt inspired to come on here and discuss this topic because it is very important, and we always like want to do our very best to avoid these situations at all costs. That being said, sometimes these incidents happen too quick and too spontaneously to be able to properly like defend ourselves or like, you know, stop it from happening. When a customer decides to push our boundaries, they know what they are doing, okay? They know what they are doing, and you should never feel any type of guilt or shame or any negative feelings for rejecting a customer / rejecting some money. There is always another shift and another customer waiting. So never feel bad rejecting people, and let's end our shifts feeling proud of ourselves, secure in who we are, what we stand on, instead of like ending our shift and leaving feeling violated or like depressed or upset. Like, the less you stand on your boundaries and the more you put up with customers' BS, the more you will internally just diminish, not to mention like being burnt out, anxiety, depression, PTSD. Like, there are many like mental factors that play into our industry and everything that goes on. I'd also like to mention again that I have my own like stories of mistakes and bad decisions that I have made for myself. I definitely know all about how this goes, and it really sucks if you find yourself like down bad in certain situations. I'm definitely still learning like the rest of us, so I'm just sharing a little bit of knowledge that I personally have. I've probably made the majority of my mistakes out of just pure desperation. Desperation is probably the most poisonous abyss you can find yourself in, especially as a dancer. We all start dancing for our own like situations or reasons. I'm not going to get into that, but it's important as soon as you step into the club, you tune out any sort of feeling of desperation, because customers can quite literally sense that, and then they will proceed to try to push you, and make you question your own boundaries. If you're going in freaking out because you really need your rent, you are probably more likely to put up with some questionable behavior in the club, because in your head, you're probably thinking, I'm just gonna thug this out because I need this right now. Customers will call you names, throw fits, like cry, leave the building, whatever, if you decide to reject them, but let them throw their little tantrum, because it's much more better than it being you the one who's leaving the situation feeling hurt, like bothered, upset, like whatever the case may be. You are the one in charge of the club. You make your own prices. If you don't feel like it's worth getting topless for $20, don't get topless for $20. Let them throw a fit. And I promise you, like, with consistency, you will like filter through those bad customers and start finding like the customers who value that and will give you the money. Don't even worry about what the other dancers are doing and what they're charging. Just focus on you. If a customer wants to say, oh, well, so-and-so gave me 2 dances for 1, like, okay, good for her, whatever. But with me, you're gonna be giving me $40. That's it, like, that's, take it or leave it. It's $40 if you want me to get topless. If you can keep up with these standards and be consistent with it, I promise you, you will become addicted, because I almost can guarantee you it's going to A, boost your confidence, and B, it's going to boost that bag, girl, especially over time. And you will stop leaving work feeling so drained, so exhausted. Like, you will end up leaving work like in a much better mood, feeling great about it and excited for the next shift. Make sure you're also always getting your money up front. That way it really secures the power you have, and you don't have to worry about finishing a dance or something because you're worried he's gonna run out on your tab or whatever, or run out of the VIP room. I've been stiffed before. I've seen other girls get stiffed before. Like, that sucks. Always get your money up front. It definitely puts you in the position of power because you already have your money. And if any fuckery goes on, you can end the dance, end the VIP, have your money, and be done with it, okay? No fuckery allowed around here, sir, but thanks for the money. You fucked up. When you continue to take charge in these situations over time, you will find yourself that you are pretty much taken out automatically of the negative situation. Dancing is all about consenting adults. You being the most important consenting adult, okay? It is about us and our safety. So take charge, get your money up front, and watch how you navigate this new career and how it just totally changes your shifts, how you make money, and your way of thinking. Don't ever risk your body, mind, or soul just for that one VIP room or those couple of dances. It is never worth it, and our well-being is really important, and it needs to be talked about more. That was all about precautions and mistakes to avoid making before things happen, and it's equally, or if not more important, to talk about when things happen too suddenly and you couldn't do anything to prevent it. For example, the other night I was walking to the bathroom and this guy decided that it was gonna be okay to just randomly reach out and slap my ass. Now I get it, we work in a strip club, it's really not that shocking for me, but you're gonna pay up because you didn't ask. I never said yes, I didn't consent to that, and now the very least you can do is cough it up. you have to compensate me at least, because no, we don't do this around here. You can't just go to a club and start grabbing on the women who work there, like touching us. Like, no, that's just not the move here. We're not gonna do that. And if you do that, your wallet is gonna get emptied. Never forget that in our job, we are self-employed and we do have the power to basically cuss them out. Like, we do have the power and the opportunity to put them in their place, and it's like not risking our job as if you put a customer in their place. If you're working at Target or something, like, baby, you will get fired, right? But we as dancers, we have that opportunity, and we need to really like grab that and use it like full force all the time, because the fuckery is just not allowed, and we cannot have these men getting away with it and doing it to the next dancer without consequences for their actions. Always, always, always do whatever you feel like you need to do to protect yourself, your sanity, your well-being, like your soul, your mind, body, like all of it. Never be afraid, because we are all we have. I mean, I know majority of clubs have security, but half the time they ain't even all that, or like, you never know what could go down. So just always defend yourself and never feel guilty for it, because we come first and our safety is number one. I am so sorry that we all have to go through this. It's really unfortunate, but like I said, I feel like it's just not talked about enough. So I really wanted to come on here and spill the tea with y'all, let y'all know what's good. Even if you just needed a little reminder or pick me up of like, oh yeah, like I really am that bitch, and you know what? Next shift, I'm not putting up with nothing. When you stick up with yourself and you don't allow situations and people to treat you badly or in ways that make you uncomfortable, those are boundaries. And boundaries is such an extremely important thing to talk about in our industry. I really can't stress that enough. When I first started working, I literally had no idea what boundaries were, and I have unfortunately been put in really bad situations and mistakes, things that I guess I regret, like, you know, just not very good things. So that's really unfortunate, and I know that this has also been the case for a lot of other dancers. So we need to stick together and not forget the power that we really have, okay? We really have that pussy power in the club. So never forget that. Always stay safe. Put yourself first. Stick to your boundaries and your core beliefs. Everybody has different ones, but stick to what you have and watch how your career changes. I really hope that this video could at least help out like one single person. That would be really cool, because I know I wish I could have been helped when I was like a baby dancer years ago. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this topic, and if you have anything to add or some opinions. Also, don't be afraid to tap into our community online. Like, there's all kinds of like online forums, and dancers are more than happy to share like sex worker friendly doctors or therapists maybe in your area. Like, there are ways to find those resources. So never be afraid if you need some help, and also never be afraid to reach out to us, especially me. I'll always do my best to respond. So if you ever feel like you need to DM me, or if you want to DM me another topic I should cover, go ahead and follow my Instagram. I'm gonna put it right here. But I just wanted to talk about this topic with you guys and see what y'all think and see if this will help anybody out. Love you all so much. Bye.